Hi everyone, this is Ida. Good morning. I have been working on a project, you guys, and I had been working on it for a little bit, but I was waiting on stuff, and as you guys know, I had company, so I really couldn't play, but I got to play this morning, and I'm going to show you what I created. I've always seen everybody do the wands, the rosette wands, and me personally, I like something to have a purpose. I like pretty things, and I think they're pretty, but I want them to do more than look pretty. So I was thinking, and I was wondering, you know, just kind of trying to come up with an idea of how to incorporate a wand into Happy Mail or a loaded envelope or anything like that, and for it to look pretty, you know, but to also have a purpose, you know, other than just being pretty. I wanted to be able to do something, for it to do something else. So I'm going to show you what I came up with, you guys. As you all know, I'm working with the Santa Baby paper for Happy Mail that I'm creating, and this is one of the ones that I created, you guys. And this is pretty long. I believe this is like 12 inches. I'm going to measure for you guys if I can find my ruler. I believe this little tube here, nope, yep, this one is 12 inches, you guys. And it's very skinny. I think it's 5/8 of an inch in the diameter. And but it's long, it's 12 inches long, and this one for me looks nice, really, really nice. Now I do have a shorter one, and I'm going to show you that, but for me personally, I like the longer one because you can stick it into an envelope. It's going to stick out far enough, but it's not going to be so thick that, you know, yes, it's thicker than a straw, but and there's the back, you guys. It is thicker than a straw, but it's not bad. Not at all. Like I said, this is only, I think it's 5/8 of an inch, which is a little bit thicker than a 1/2 inch in the width and or diameter, and that it should be pretty good. And you can fit quite a bit. What I added in here were those flat back pearl, what do you call them, like a diamond shape and teardrop shape flat back pearls. And I was able to finally find them in my local, not my local, because I don't have one locally here, but where I go shopping, I was able to finally get a hold of some of these. And I was wondering where everybody was getting them from, and I couldn't find them, but finally I did. And my friend Nisha bought me some, but I went ahead and picked it up because I wanted to give it away as Happy Mail. But I also wanted to do something that, you know, I wanted to include a wand for it to look festive, but I always I wanted it to have a purpose. So here it is. Here's what I created, you guys. Here is the snowflake, and this is, I believe, a Brenda Walton die, and it's a steel roll die, so it's a Biggs die. It's pretty, those regular thick ones. I don't know, let me see. I think I have the box right here. This is the die that I used for the snowflake. I don't know if it's still available. There's the number on there. But like I said, I don't know if that's still available. And I had a Tim Holtz Snowflakes rosette die, which is back here. So this is in a mint green. The snowflake is in a glittered white. And then I did my little snowman with the shred on him. And put a little poinsettia up here with a little bling. And then at the bottom, I added just a little bit of trim, guys. Not too much. Some very, like 1/8 of an inch mint green. And I'm not even going to say this is 1/4 of an inch because it's not. And some pink seam binding. I punched out some little branches with my Martha Stewart. I think it's Martha Stewart. This pine needle, yep. This pine needle punch. I punched out some of these little branches. And what else did I do? That's pretty much it, you guys. I didn't do too much, and I added one of these little roses right here. I didn't have to do too much to this, you guys, because the paper was already glittery. The snowflake was glittery. The shred that I used to make, if you can see right there, the snowman, the shred that I use has that iridescent also in it, so I didn't have to do much to it. And it's pretty. Look at all the colors in here, you guys. I think it's really pretty. Now, this is one that I created, and I do have a couple more right here that I'm going to gift out. Guys, these I bought on Amazon. They were kind of pricey. I think it was almost $14 for 6 of them. So you're paying a little over $2 a piece. Me personally, it's worth it because usually when I'm buying something to create something is for a friend or a crafty, you know, whether it's a friend that I know personally or a new friend or somebody that I'm swapping with. And for me, $2, you know, it's worth it to me. I would totally pay it. So that's one of the ones I created, you guys. I'm going to show you the other one I created. This is the other one I created. Now, this tube is a little bit thicker. I believe this tube is 1 inch in diameter, you guys, so you can see. But here's what I used it for, you guys. I added some pink seam binding, and I did put them on the wooden spools, and I added some mint green. I tinted some. Here's the what I tinted, you guys. And after I had tinted this in the mint green, I added that shimmer spray to it. And you can see a little bit of shimmer on it, but not too much. But I did add that to it. And then I just dried it with my heat gun. I added some pink eyelash trim. I added this beautiful ribbon that I had bought for myself with, it's not really a mint. I think it's more of a blue than a mint. And then it has the gold snowflakes in the foil color. Then this burlap and mint green lace ribbon. So this was my way of sharing like a little bit of my ribbon and making it look pretty. And of course, adding a wand for decoration. So so this is just like a ribbon sampler. That's all it is. And I added again the Brenda Walton snowflake, the Tim Holtz snowflake back here. And then one of my little cups that I made for embellishments. I added a little bow with the seam binding and a little flat back pearl. The ones that I put in here. But this one's a round one. This one has those diamond shaped ones, you guys. And the teardrop shapes and the round ones in it. So, and then I just hung some ribbon here. I think this ribbon was on the same spool. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. And then here's some of that green seam binding that I tinted. And then the pink was already pink. I bought it pink already. And I added a mint green little flat back pearl there. But that's what I created, guys. I think it's beautiful. Look at how beautiful they are, you guys. Whoops. That doesn't go there. I think these are really beautiful, you guys. And they do serve a purpose. So they're not only are they going to look beautiful for those of you who love rosette, for those of you who love wands, but you're going to be able to put some goodies in there. I mean, of course you could put candy, but me personally, I'd rather put something that they can craft with, because for me, that's considered a goodie as well, not just candy. So those are the two that I made for the Santa Baby Happy Mail that I'm doing. And then I created a fall one, you guys. Here's my fall one. And this one again is the one that is a 1 inch thick. And again, these I also purchased on Amazon. I just searched for fillable clear tubes. That's what I searched for. And these came up. And this is the 1 inch. And the reason I did the 1 inch, you guys, because the table scatter that I put in here was a little bit big, quite a bit bigger. And I needed the whole full inch. Even though they're not 1 inch wide, they're almost 1 inch wide. So I needed the tube to be fatter. And it worked perfect for the table scatter that I bought at Hobby Lobby. Here's the back of the wand. And so the lid, you can take the lid off, you guys. It's not in the rosette's not in the way of the lid. And all I did was adhere a little piece of trim around the tube so I could glue the rosette onto it. And here's the rosette. And I didn't have anything, you guys, to do a fall rosette. I didn't have a die or anything like that for that, or a regular rosette die. But what I did was I cut the strip 2 inches wide. And then with this Martha Stewart pine needle edge punch, I punched it out all the way around. Then I scored it every 1/4 of an inch, you guys, and I made it into a rosette. Now I have 2 of them here. The second one I did the same thing, except that I cut it shorter. I think I took off like maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. I didn't take off much. See, here's the one of the pine needles, and then here are the other ones. So there is space. And in between here, I do have some of those fall leaves in here in the burgundy color or a rust color. And then I added some of those wooden little pieces of leaves that I picked up at, I believe, Hobby Lobby. Here's my autumn little stamp. I embossed it in copper. And here's one of those little pumpkins that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. One of these little flowers I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And this little twigs right here, you guys, were in one of those little flower bushes that I buy to pick apart. And it had this little bundle of twigs. And I kind of just took a few out and just glued them underneath the bow. And then this bow was on something that I bought, you guys. It's brown and it's got the orange leaves. I think it was on that little bag of copper pumpkins that I bought. This twine right here, this burlap ribbon, also was on some packaging that I bought. And then here's that burnt orange cord that I bought the other day. So I think all in all, it looks really pretty, you guys. So, you know, for those of you who like to add wands, the only thing is, guys, this is kind of thick. And if you're going to put this in a loaded envelope, your gusset has to be a little wide. That way it can accommodate the diameter of this tube. With this one, you could make your gusset as usual, as you normally do with this one, and it's going to be fine. But this one's a little thick, so you would have to definitely make the gusset extra wide. But that's what I created, you guys. I hope you like what I created. I hope this inspires you, gives you an idea on how to give goodies and a wand at the same time that serves a double purpose, beauty and goodies. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope everyone's having a great day, and God bless. Bye.